And one of the many reasons why we strongly oppose Donald Trump's one big ugly bill is because it will result in the largest cut to Medicare. Sets in
this
motion
guy
the largest cut
goes.
to Medicare.
Can you believe it, bro?
More than $500 billion by some estimations.
Praise the Lord. How we doing, fam? How we doing, fam?
History.
Can we
The
just
American
start
people understandably frustrated,
both now, please?
not for years, but for decades.
This guy's been speaking for like 6 hours, 7 hours.
Far too many
6, 7 hours.
have dealt
right
with a
now.
situation where
Wow.
the system is not building an economy
So crazy,
that
man.
works for hardworking American taxpayers.
Welcome, everybody. Happy to see you. XRP holders, crypto holders, Scroll
everyday
fam.
Americans.
Everybody here, meme coin holders, Solana holders,
working
Bitcoin
class
holders. How's it going?
Americans,
We got some
for everyone who
updates, Cynthia
aspires to be
Lumens,
part
and everybody basically
of the middle
getting
class.
some
It's
info.
our sincere hope that
Fox
we can
right
get
now
to a place one day,
watching. They're all waiting. Everybody's waiting.
perhaps in a bipartisan way, not connected to this
What we saw
extreme
yesterday
and
was
reckless,
a test
dangerous,
vote.
partisan
test
bill.
vote.
This one big,
And
ugly
during
bill
early
that will
morning,
hurt
Republicans got it.
everyday Americans in order to
So
reward
they're just waiting. They're just
billionaires
waiting
that
for
we
this to
actually
be
can get
over
to the
and
work.
finally vote. That's what they're waiting.
of lifting up everyday Americans, because the deck has been stacked against you.
I wanted to go live earlier, but I'm
far
like,
too
nah,
long.
this guy's not going to stop. So I made a video
And that's not the America
at lunch.
that
Rest.
the American people deserve. And part of the challenge,
And I'm like, you know what? It's almost 12.
part of the problem, part of the
Almost
issue,
12. I want to come in.
as to why we find ourselves,
How's it going, guys? Happy
everyday
to have you.
Americans,
Welcome.
in this situation
Tomorrow, July 4th. July 4th, tomorrow.
because of the dominance
Big,
of
big day.
special interests in this town.
The Donald is hungry for this bill to pass. The
And this
BBB.
one big, ugly
The
bill
Donald wants the BBB to pass right now.
represents a massive
We got a
giveaway
delay.
to special interests in this country. And we reject special interests because our job here in the United States of America, Mr. Speaker, is to protect the public interest at all times. Today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
7 hours speaking, guys. Insane. Welcome, fam.
Extraordinary to me, Mr. Speaker, that you got folks in this town talking about draining the swamp. Guess what? You are the swamp. You are the swamp.
Oh boy,
You are
we
the
are the
swamp.
swamp. No, please.
We've never seen anything like this.
We're the basket of
The type of
deplorables.
corruption that has been unleashed on the
We're
American
the basket
people
of
and has
deplorables.
poisoned,
Classic.
Mr. Speaker, this bill.
What's up, Susanna? Happy to see you and welcome.
See, you're consulting the parliamentarian, I think.
Filibuster.
I said,
What's up,
people in this
Brandon?
town,
Good to have everybody. Welcome. 7 hours speaking. Yes, 7 hours.
I'm thankful that my grandmother saw fit to have her grandson educated. We've never seen a level, Mr.
What's up,
Speaker,
John?
of this type of corruption.
Let me show you
unleashed
a few new things, fam. A few new things.
on the American people
Watch your guru. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news right now.
that has made its way into this one big ugly bill.
Let's listen up somebody different just for a while.
The time too, as we set up the strategic Bitcoin reserve, it's like, how much Bitcoin do you want? And I think that's a very silly question that journalists ask. You know, we want as much Bitcoin as we can possibly accumulate.
Much Bitcoin
Now,
as they
obviously, we have to
can.
do that in these budget neutral ways. But I think that there's many creative ideas out there that we can act on.
And, you know, one of the great opportunities, I think, especially that solves two issues. One is helps the government accumulate Bitcoin and helps
So much cheaper. What's
Bitcoin
up, TJ?
miners establish more hash rate in the U.S. is to partner with the U.S. government using energy potentially.
Gonna take
as a
5
way
minutes again.
to,
I know, right?
generate Bitcoin for the strategic reserve.
No, I think that that's a phenomenal prospect that we should certainly be keen on acting on. You know, as we flesh out these ideas amongst the interagency working group, which was established in the president's first digital assets EO, you know, the president likes to say he has a lot of high IQ people in his cabinet, and I think he's certainly right about that. So we'll work with Commerce, we'll work with Treasury, Secretary Lutnick, Secretary Bessent, to find these creative solutions. But, you know, I think that a public-private partnership between the miners could be a phenomenal way to accumulate Bitcoin for the reserve.
Well,
They want more Bitcoin, fam.
With the
We need more
administration.
XRP. We need more XRP too.
That's part of our agenda. An anti-corruption agenda. That's what the American people deserve. That's what we as House Democrats are committed to bringing about. The exact opposite, Mr. Speaker, of what we see in this bill. We're going to present to the American people an anti-corruption
I'm
agenda.
not in the
likes
house.
of
What's up,
which
buddy?
have
Happy to see you.
Never been seen. Because
Question
it's too
in the
much.
poll right now. What do you think is going to happen?
Fundamentally, it undermines
Dems
the
won this
ability
one or Republicans got it?
of government.
They're just delaying right now. 7 hours,
deliver.
bro. Started at 5 a.m.
For everyday Americans.
5 a.m., bro.
You see that politics, at the end of the day, is about the management of public money. That's why we need everyday Americans to participate in your democracy.
The guy is at the end of the
Because
banger.
politics,
I
at
mean,
the end of the day,
he said that he was coming to
is
an
about the
end.
management of public money. It's about how taxpayer dollars are going
So
to
I'm
be
like,
managed.
please.
And what's extraordinary about this one big, ugly bill is that what we see, Mr.
Taylor
Speaker,
is
is
right, H bar.
the management of
not
public
bad at
money,
all.
all of it being done in this highly partisan way.
2:31 a couple hours ago at 9 a.m. today. That's
Not
good.
designed to serve the best interest.
And price of XRP is actually doing,
American
you know,
people.
decent. Holding the line at 220s,
It's
230s.
being
I like
managed, Mr. Speaker, in this
that. It's not bad, guys. Good.
GOP tax scam, this disgusting abomination, this one big, ugly bill.
Guys, drop a like, subscribe to
management
the channel.
of
Let us know in the
taxpayer
comments
money
down
being
below.
Misused and abused
Are you preparing your bags?
to hurt
Sad that we have to listen to this
everyday
guy
Americans
for I don't know how many more hours, but I mean,
in order to
can always come
reward
back.
billionaires with massive tax breaks.
Dude, it's like,
That's a dereliction of duty. Mismanagement
imagine how much money, how
of
much
public
time.
money. It's an abuse of the
Like-
privilege that all of us as members
All I'm saying is elections have consequences. I know deficit is going to go through the roof. I know it's going to be like 40 or so trillion. I know. Hey, I'm not an economist. That's not my problem, right? Somebody else's problem. But elections have consequences, right? If you lost, you know what was going to happen, right? Why do you lose? Why do you lose? Think about it. Why do you lose? Well, there's something called border, and you open it. It's common sense, man. It's absolute common sense, bro. Trump is not extremely smart, but he just looks at the problem and he's like, hey, it's open. May 2025, how many crossings? 0. It's like, it's not difficult to understand, man. Elections have consequences, so they have to swallow this one. Just let it go. I mean,
and look toward the future.
Amp Night in the house.
mentioned
What's up, buddy?
earlier in
Welcome.
my
Thank you so much for the 5 new
remarks
members coming in. Let's go.
That I
Thank you,
wanted
buddy.
to
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so
talk
much.
a little bit about faith.
Jesus, what's up, buddy? Happy to have you. Welcome.
I grew up in the Cornerstone Baptist
Biggest
Church.
bags are XRP and HBAR. I'm not buying more current price. If anything,
Faith
take
is the
small
substance
profits.
of things
Nice.
hoped for, the evidence
Thank you,
of things
Night.
not seen.
As always, appreciate it, man.
We walk by faith, not by sight. You just have faith the size of a mustard seed. You can move mountains. We come this far by faith. Can't leave this floor, Mr. Speaker, without talking a little bit about faith.
Oh my, no. No.
And I use faith in the broadest sense of the word.
Go ahead, Dems.
Proud of what we are in this country: Jewish faith,
Ay,
Muslim
ay, ay.
faith, Hindu
What's
faith,
up, Phil?
Buddhist faith, Christian
Philippines
faith.
watching. What's up, buddy? Welcome.
All faiths. That's the interesting thing. This rush to jam this reckless bill down the throats of the American people, all of it somehow connected to our 249th
Welcome to all the new
birthday
members.
that we're going to celebrate tomorrow, July 4th. A journey launched by the Declaration of Independence.
What's up, Crypto Revenge? Good to have you, buddy.
Ultimately,
Welcome.
This principle embedded in the First Amendment
I thought he was going to actually end because he
around
said
the
it, but
importance of faith,
man,
but also
some of
at
the
same
big
time,
news
the
that we have,
importance
Senator
of
Cynthia Lumens introduces bill to exempt tax on
separating
crypto
church and
transactions under
It's all in
$300. That's not bad, but
First
of course, some people are like, only
as interpreted
$300?
by the Supreme Court.
Not much for a lot of us, right?
Don't
That
have
we're
time, I think,
degens.
to really deeply go into it, but you've got
Cut it! Take your time. They're saying take your time. They're saying take your time.
you've got the Establishment Clause and you got the Free Exercise Clause.
Man,
Framers of this country recognize the importance of
yesterday we waited like
faith,
2
our
hours
journey of
for
religion.
the votes, and I stopped the live because he kept going till midnight.
Proud of my Christian faith. But I also recognize the importance of the plurality
This
of
one
all of us,
Looks like it's gonna
men and
stay
women of faith,
4
different
hours.
religions.
So many more hours.
And also
Please, no.
of the fact that here in America we embrace the religious and the secular. The religious and the secular. But on this question of faith, I alluded to it a little earlier. Seems to me that
Nice. I like this.
the Gospels that
Okay. Quiet a little bit, please. Come on, man. Just stop it. You guys lost. Take the L, know how to lose, and move on.
Right now, we're extremely bullish, right? With U.S., the world's largest, most powerful government adopting, pushing crypto. Now we're seeing you launched a BTC Treasury public company. That's fantastic. So I think we're going to see a lot more institutional adoption, both on the ETFs, on the public treasuries, BTC treasuries. A couple companies launched BNB treasuries, the ETF, the Ethereum treasuries. There's a whole bunch of. So I think we're going to see the traditional equity markets coming into.
Give me a second. All right. That's CC. Binance founder CC says he's extremely bullish on Bitcoin and crypto over the next decade.
Crypto in a big way. We're going to see a lot more innovation in terms. I think there's going to be an intersection between AI. Well, there is an intersection between AI and blockchain. I think that's only going to get bigger. And I think I'm also seeing a lot of governments adopting blockchain for government solutions, like decentralized IDs, land title rights, healthcare benefits, welfare distributions, taxes. All of that stuff is happening too. So I think we're finally seeing blockchain expanding beyond just a trading or finance single dimension kind of thing. Now it's go into a multi-dimension thing. So I think all of those things are happening, and all of those things are really, really good. So I think I actually didn't expect. If you asked me this like 9 months ago, I would not have said this. Like we will be in this kind of environment. But this also speaks volumes to the government structure, where the elections can change. It can bring in new ideas and innovative leading ideas very quickly. So I think with the U.S. leading, the rest of the world will follow on the policies, and we would love to help the U.S. to become the capital of crypto. We would like to contribute, but right now we're limited in some ways. So we hope to be able to contribute more in the future.
But it's kind of crazy, right? Like you guys are the biggest crypto exchange in the world. You're not in the United States.
We want to be, and also when we look at the market, right, the U.S. exchanges charge about 10 to 20x of these fees. What they charge, but everything else in the world you buy them cheaper from the U.S. Like I use Amazon, right? Everything else you buy on Amazon is cheaper in the U.S. It ships faster. It's anything you do, it's cheaper in the US. Hamburgers are cheaper in the US. So, but it's only in crypto that the US consumers pay a much higher price right now, and you have a much more limited product offering. And we would love to contribute, but there are regulations in place, so we need to go step by step. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems like if you guys want to be in the United States, this administration wants to be the crypto capital of the world, then maybe there's something to be done there.
We would love to be. We would love to be part of the contribution to help to make that happen. Yeah.
Good stuff, CC. Thank you.
Did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? And of course, the reply from Jesus, truly, I tell you, whatever you did, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. That's what we should be doing here in the United States House of Representatives. Our job is to stand up
Is he
for
done?
the poor, the sick, and the afflicted, the least, the lost, and the left behind, everyday
Albert.
American. That's what Matthew teaches us. And that's not what's happening in this one
done?
big ugly bill. That's not consistent with what my faith teaches me. I'm not down with this situation. I'm not down with this situation.
Go back. Don't go back on the binder. Oh.
Well, you got some folks in this town. They go to church.
Take your time. They're
Like I
telling.
said, some folks in this town, they go to church. And I'm not questioning anybody's
time.
faith. I'm just making an observation. Got some folks in this town, they go to church and they pray on Sunday. P-R-A-Y. And then they come to Congress and pray P-R-E-Y on the American people. I'm not down with that kind of faith. That ain't my faith. That's not our faith. That's not the faith that comes out of the gospel. I can't find that kind of faith in Matthew 25 and 35. I can't find that kind of faith. But I do see something else. Tell us what you see. Tell us what you see. Can I talk about it for a moment?
Talk about it. Take your sweet time. Take your sweet time.
Take your time. I do see
I hear was done.
something else, kind of what I'm seeing connected to
Oh,
this
he
one
was
big ugly
done.
bill. I don't know if this was an inspiration to this extraordinary assault on the American people, this corrupt piece of legislation. But when I look over my Bible,
Italic.
And this is going to come
Beat
from
that.
John. It's not going to come from.
Let's see.
So we're back at EdCon 2023 in Montenegro. Today we're joined by Vitalik. So I know that onboarding the next billion users is very important to the ecosystem. With that in mind, what's your favorite pickup line?
What?
Okay. So we're back at
What?
EdCon 2023 in Montenegro. Today we're joined by Vitalik.
What is this guy?
So I know that
You have so much money that you don't have to say anything but what? Classic. Classic. It can be Vitalik.
To 40, but I did see something in John.
Hey, Speaker Johnson. Time to pass the one bill.
John,
Do it. Do it.
this frightens me in this moment that we're living in. It says the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. It's incredible to me that we're here dealing with
The longest speech
piece of
delivered in the
legislation
Chilean Congress is 15 hours long, given
literally
by
that
Chamber of Deputies in November 8.
steals
Please no. Please no.
money from everyday Americans, from hardworking American taxpayers. Steals money from Medicaid, Medicare, the Affordable Care Act, supplemental nutritional assistance, steals money from Pell Grants, from the education of our children, from energy assistance programs. Thief comes only to steal and kill. I don't say this lightly, Mr. Speaker, but we stand behind this point. That when you try to take health care away, what this bill does, taking health care away from everyday Americans, more than 17 million, this unprecedented assault on Medicaid, on the Affordable Care Act, on Medicare, on children's health insurance.
Take care, refrain. I'll see you back.
What you effectively are doing, hurting
There's
everyday
Maxine
Americans,
Waters.
hurting children, hurting women,
Maxine Waters.
hurting older Americans, seniors, people with disabilities. Nursing homes will close.
Thought he was going to be done soon,
Hospitals will shut down.
actually. So my bad, fam.
Community-based health clinics unable to operate. We're actually here debating legislation, Mr. Speaker, that will result in tens of thousands of everyday Americans losing their lives because of the inability to get health care that they now have and is being ripped away from them. John 10:10, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. All-out assault on the American people.
I gave 3 BTC to shut him
All-out
up.
assault on health care, the economy, Social Security, Medicare,
So, Kelvin, it's going to pass.
Medicaid.
That's why they're doing this. They wouldn't be doing it if
assistance, veterans,
they knew that they
farmers,
had the votes to block
law-abiding
it.
immigrant families, small business.
As soon as he stops, which we don't know
owners.
when,
All of the things that we've spent some time on this House floor
the speaker
talking
will
about,
call, the vote will
that this
start,
bill is trying to destroy.
and it's going to pass. And that's it. Game over.
Destroy
Trump
the American way
will
of life.
have his bill, the one big, beautiful
Can't
bill,
find
$3+
anything
trillion
in the Bible and the New Testament,
on
certainly
his
not
desk tomorrow.
In Matthew 25 and 35, Matthew
Democrats
25 to 35th chapter and all the way through the 40th
select your
verse, but
representatives
somehow I
better
happened upon
next
John
time.
10 and 10. And thinking about this one big ugly bill.
I wish you the best.
The thief comes only to steal,
Deal.
kill, and destroy.
He's repeating. He's
But
repeating.
America is a resilient nation. We're an exceptional nation. We're a strong nation. We've been through turbulence, trials, and tribulations.
This is a preaching channel.
And we always somehow have found a way to make it through.
I'll tell you something, fam.
Because of the resilience, Mr. Speaker,
When I
of the
started this
American
channel,
people.
it was all about investing in crypto. But the more
So
you know
whatever
about crypto,
happens
the more you know that macro affects
today, as it relates to
everything, right?
this one big ugly bill, if
So since Trump won,
my Republican colleagues
We've been
decide that
adding more
once again,
politics to
Mr.
the
Speaker,
equation.
you're simply
Politics that
gonna
really
make
involves and has to do
decision-
something with crypto or finances the economy. And one of them
serve
is
as a
obviously
reckless
this
rubber
one.
stamp of
And
President
you like
Trump's
it. I see the
extreme
views. I
agenda.
see the engagement. You like it, guys. Some people don't like it, which I understand, and that's fine, right?
I still
You're not going to
have
please
faith in the
everybody,
United
but
States of America.
I appreciate you guys for staying with us.
Still have
Wanna
faith in
keep
the
you
United
informed,
States
you
of
know?
America.
We just want to keep you informed. That's it. And we thank
I
you.
still have faith in the United States of America. We will not let anyone in this town destroy what America represents. Not now, not ever. It's not going to be easy. We
Just-
recognize that,
Stop.
but we've got faith
No more.
in the
Oh,
resilience
my.
of the American people.
Oh, they gave me more
We
talking
get ready
points. Oh, my.
to close shortly in.
Yes. Ah.
Well, let me say it one more time.
Oh, my.
Our Republican colleagues tried to jam this reckless, extreme bill.
His lips
Mr.
are
Speaker,
moving.
down the throats of the American people.
Man.
Had the nerve to start this debate at 3:28 a.m. in the middle of the night. But we made clear that we were going to expose all of the things that are being done to harm the American people. Not in the dark of night, but in the light of day.
What's up, fam? We're here holding the line for XRP and crypto.
This
We
little
want to
light
start
of mine,
seeing the
we're gonna let it
boats.
shine on behalf
But they're
of the
not
American
stopping.
people.
They're not stopping, bro.
Incredible to me that Republicans would try to jam this one big ugly bill down the throats of the American people in the dead of night. And then to add insult
I was
to
just
injury,
watching
Mr.
last
Speaker,
night, and this guy is still going. I know, dude.
allocate 15 minutes.
Man.
15
Crazy.
minutes to each side on the committees of jurisdiction. 15
Ah.
minutes to the Ways and Means Committee on each side. 15 minutes
Take your time.
to the Budget Committee? That's extraordinary. But I'm thankful, I'm appreciative of all of my colleagues who stand behind me.
Yes, he's ending. He's ending now. Let's go. It's over. That's it.
I'm thankful.
Quit it. Quit it. Quit it. Quit it.
Thankful to all of my colleagues for their commitment, their courage, their conviction, standing up on behalf of the American people to deliver, hopefully, what is a message of concern, but also a message of hope.
That's right.
We got to fight a lot of battles on behalf of the American people. It's not over. Fighting a lot of battles on behalf of the American people. This is just one of them. But we wanted to make sure that the American people had an opportunity to fully and more completely understand, in the light of day, just how damaging this one big ugly bill
One big
will be
ugly.
to the American people.
On the Pandora Capital have earned mark 250 million.
And I plead with my
Accelerate
colleagues on the other
RWA.
side of the aisle, Mr. Speaker.
I own Undo, baby. Let's go.
I really plead with my colleagues, inspired by some of the framers of the Constitution, the great scholars, the great thinkers,
Like this one.
conceived of this incredible journey that we've been on.
When this
In the
guy
United States of
ends, he's not going to have mercy, bro. This guy is going all in to get a vote.
Creating separate and co-equal branches of
I'm
government.
positive Trump called this guy like 10 times already. He's like,
Recognizing
flush, go all in as soon as
that in
this
this
guy ends.
country,
Go all in, like,
part of the
pass
gift
it
that we were
immediately.
given
Immediately, bro.
by the
Immediately.
framers
I'm so sure, bro.
of the United States Constitution.
'Cause they know what they're
kings,
doing.
No dictators. No monarchs. Separate and co-equal branches of government. This is the Article
Bitcoin
1
to
branch of
110.
government.
Oi.
Mr. Speaker, James Madison, he once made the observation, in his view, in one of the Federalist Papers, that
What's after this? The vote. The final
at its best,
vote. The one that we were
Congress
waiting
should-
for. The vote.
should function as a rival to the executive branch. That was James Madison. Article 1, branch of government, the House and the Senate. We're not here to bend the knee to any wannabe king. Mr. Speaker, we're not here to bend the knee to any wannabe king. We're here to be a rival to the executive branch in the best spirits of the House of
Sam, my man.
Representatives.
Sean
Push back
House.
against an out-of-control executive branch. That's the framers' vision.
He's just repeating everything the last 7 hours.
I said that's the framers' vision.
Imagine. Started at 5 a.m.
Framers' vision.
5 a.m.
And so as we prepare to take this consequential vote,
2 a.m.
Speaker, I just
Oh my.
urge
I was sleeping. I don't know.
many of my colleagues
But I heard on Fox that he started at 5 a.m.
in government, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, Mr. Speaker, we don't work for President Trump. We don't work for J.D. Vance.
That's right.
Hakeem Jeffries at the podium for more than an hour trying to discredit this bill right now.
Well, Maria, I'm not going to take firefighting advice from an arsonist. The Democrats had the majorities. They blew out the budget. They had the tons of wasteful spending, and we inherited a mess. And under President Trump's leadership, along with Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune, we are going to get the economy humming again via the private sector. This is a Main Street Working America bill. It is going to address the affordability crisis. We are going to increase working people's wages. And, you know, the Democratic Party at present doesn't stand for anything. They're just against everything. And you know, let's see where the economy is this time next year. I think this bill, over the next year, we are going to see growth like we have not seen. And importantly, it is going to be non-inflationary growth, which is something that Democrats couldn't do.
Just a different perspective, you know?
Ending Medicaid, as we know, is shutting down hospitals, including in rural America, in districts, Mr. Speaker, that my colleagues on the other side of the aisle represent.
That's right. They're people.
Nursing homes closing. 1 in 4 nursing homes, Mr. Speaker, will close as a result of the attack on Medicaid. And Donald Trump's one big, ugly bill. Mr. Speaker, this is extraordinary. This assault on everyday Americans, assault on children, veterans, seniors, people with disabilities. It's incredible to me. All of this in this one big, ugly bill. Take your time. Ripping food.
They keep saying, take your time. Wow.
Away from children, literally ripping food out of the mouths of hungry children, hungry veterans, and hungry seniors. Mr. Speaker, that's not America. We're better than that.
You know, your name gets floated out there. You have some odds on Polymarket of being the next Fed chair. Can you be a Fed chair and a Treasury Secretary at the same time?
Well, I think it hasn't been done since 1930-something, and I'm very happy in my job here. I think we have lots of good candidates for Fed chair. We will start working on that in the fall. We've been busy. The president's been doing peace deals, trade deals, tax deals, and we are landing the plane on all of those. So we're going to have more bandwidth after Labor Day.
That was not a no, I just want to point out, on the double job. Very interesting. Secretary Bessent, thank you for the time today.
Good to see you.
And happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th, yeah.
Amongst us, all of this is being done to provide massive tax breaks to billionaire donors. Shame on this institution if this bill passes. That's not America. We're better than this. We are better. We are better. We are better than this.
It's not ending.
I think that
It's not ending, fam.
as we prepare to vote on this one big, ugly bill, tough time for people in the United States of America. It's extraordinary extremism unleashed on the American people. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle promised to address the high cost of living. Nothing in this bill will meaningfully lower the high cost of living in the United States of America. Nothing. It's incredible to me.
Incredible.
All of the promises that were made by some people in this town. That the top priority was going to be to lower the high cost of living in the United States of America.
Bro, this is painful. Can't believe I've been listening to this all day. All day, bro. Yeah, I know.
All of last year,
I mean, they really don't want to pass the BBB
ran away
because
from Project
if
2025.
it passes, Dems lose it. 100% they lose it.
Acted like
Trump gets everything.
exist.
A massive, massive, massive week
then,
of
Mr.
W's.
Speaker,
starting with Iran,
and the majority,
the Supreme
now
Court.
every single part
he's going to get
of the
everything.
extremism that we've seen unleashed on the American people is connected to Project 2025.
They don't want to give Trump a win, a massive, huge win. This is going to be the
Every
biggest win
single part.
ever.
But here's why.
That's why.
Here's why I still got hope, optimism. I referenced this earlier today. As we prepare to experience the 249th birthday of the United States of America. Yeah. Take it back to that original document. Yeah. Declaration of Independence.
Welcome, building new subscribers. How's it going, guys?
Mr. Speaker, it had the aspirational part. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, come on now. Bring it home. Endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's the aspirational part of the Declaration of Independence. And as House Democrats, we're committed, no matter what it takes, to bring that about. Imagine in America where everyone who works hard and plays by the rules can live the good life, afford to live the good life. Good paying jobs, good housing, good health care, good education for your children, and a good retirement. That's what House Democrats are fighting for. That's the aspirational part of the Declaration of Independence, to bring that to life, the pursuit of happiness. That's the aspirational part.
Yeah, are you done?
But then when you look at that declaration...
No, he's not.
We live in a days of instant gratification. You won't wait 5 seconds for a web page to load. Why would you wait 3 days for a payment to settle? So let's go real time. The world is moving real time, so should payments and other forms of settlements. Well, we have had two use cases with Ripple. The first one was on trade finance, where we tried to solve the problem of duplicate invoice financing under the codename TradeSafe, in which we collaborated with DBS and IDA, the Singapore sovereign. The second use case is on cross-border payments. So we want to make cross-border payments real-time, instantaneous, with full transparency. So these are the two use cases we are working on. We live...
Okay, very good. Standard shatter. I love that.
They were fed up with Project 1775. And so they implemented Project 1776. So I know that there are people concerned with what's happening in America, but understand what our journey teaches us is that after Project 2025 comes Project 2026. And you will have an opportunity to end this national nightmare as part of Project 2026. I love the framers. They gave us a blueprint for what for what should give us hope in this moment.
That's right.
I think that I want to close
Yes.
by referencing
Oh. Finally.
someone
He said, take
someone
as
who
much.
we all
how
serve
much
with. I
time
want
as-
to stand on the shoulders,
Oh.
if it's okay, on some of our civil rights heroes and foot soldiers.
Yes, yes.
Those whose character, whose conviction,
They gave him more.
whose courage should give
They gave
the
him
American
more.
people hope
Oh my.
at a moment of great despair.
So bad, bro.
Many of us had the great honor of serving with Congressman John Lewis.
Yep. Another hour.
Great honor,
Another hour.
Mr. Speaker, to serve with
Away.
Congressman John Lewis. And I came across something that John Lewis said in June of 2028, that hopefully, no matter what the outcome of this vote,
2028.
will give people some hope. Great John Lewis said, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, or a year. It is the struggle of a lifetime." That's our struggle. No matter what, Mr. Speaker, you decide to do today, that's our struggle. Standing on the shoulders of John Lewis, that's our struggle. Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get into good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. Necessary trouble.
What's up, Craig? Yeah, he's still going. He's still going.
Standing on the shoulders of giants. John Lewis would often talk to us about his admiration for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King, who would refer to John Lewis as the boy
What's up,
from
Rio?
Troy.
Good to have everybody. Welcome.
Now, what's interesting to me, that civil rights movement, we can learn a lot from it. Started December of 1955.
Wow, guys.
And
Record.
Rosa Parks sat down on that bus so that all of
Jeffries
us could have the
breaks.
courage to stand
Record.
up. Wasn't an easy struggle. All the odds were stacked against
Wow.
these civil rights heroes and foot soldiers.
Magic. There it is again.
And during the early days of the movement, a difficult part
Floor
of the
speech
movement,
record. Magic minute.
Dr. King, after they've been targeted, arrested, beaten,
Wow.
harassed by the authorities,
That's why it's probably looking to end. But
he traveled to Brooklyn, New York,
the other dams are just
and
asking more and more
spoke at
notes
the
to
Concord
read.
Baptist Church.
So I'm already
I think it
tired,
was in
bro.
March
And I'm not there standing, bro.
1956.
Already tired, bro. No.
And he said to a group of people of every race, every religion, every life experience, the Concord Baptist Church in Bedford-Stuyvesant, said to them, no matter what the odds, we've got to press on.
Press on.
Dr. King said that if you can't fly, run.
That's right.
If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But at all times, press on. And keep pressing. And so as I take my seat, I just want to say to the American people.
Sama Craig,
no
good to
matter
have
what
you, buddy.
the outcome
Welcome.
is on this singular day, we're going to press on. We're going to press on.
Yeah, by spending our tax money.
We're going to press on.
We pay you, fam. We pay your salaries.
We're going to press on for our children.
Oh,
Press
my.
on for our seniors. Press on for our veterans. Press on for our unions. Press on for our farmers. Press on for our dreamers. Press on for working class Americans. Press on for the middle class. Press on for all who aspire to be part of the middle class.
Sorry,
Press
Oscar,
on
but
for
if
the
they break
poor.
out singing I'm out.
Press on for the sick. Press on for the afflicted. Press on for the least. Press on for the lost. Press on for the left behind. Press on for the rule of law. Press on for the American way of life. Press on for democracy. We're going to press on until victory is won. I yield back.
Let's go! Even Republicans. Oh, no, they're not there. That's it! That's it! Let's go! Got it live! I got it live! I got it live! Drop a like right now, everybody. Let's get 1,000 likes right now. Help me get 1,000 likes right now, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Get everybody here in the house. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes, fam. About time, baby. About time, baby. Send it.
Gentleman from Massachusetts.
The guy is just like...
I think it's, Mr. Speaker, I think it's fair to say the leader has done his part. I have no further speakers. I yield back our time.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Pump it up, pump it up. Run it back, run it back.
Gentleman from Missouri is recognized for 1 minute. You have 2 minutes remaining.
Freaking take 1 minute, please.
Mr. Speaker, could we have order?
The House will be in order. The House will be in order, please. The House will be in order, please. Thank you. Gentleman from Missouri is recognized for 1 minute. You have 2 minutes remaining.
Wow, Mr. Speaker. We have stood in this chamber for over 8 hours listening to a lot of words, a lot of comments, a lot of inaccurate statements. And where I come from, could we have order?
Gentlemen,
Let me get more
the
special
House will be in
juice.
order.
Enjoy. Be back, be back.
The House will be in order. The House will be in order, please. The House will be in order. Thank you. Gentleman from Missouri is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I come from the Show Me State, and what we just heard can be defined in one word. A bunch of hogwash is what we've heard for 8 hours on that side of the building. I'll tell you, for the 8 hours, could we have order?
We'll suspend. The House will be in order. Thank you. He's recognized.
Mr. Speaker, the 8 hours of hogwash that we just heard will not change the outcome that you will see very shortly when we deliver historic tax relief for working families, small business owners, and farmers.
Send it.
Mr. Yeah. Mr. Speaker, I yield 1 minute to our great Speaker of the House, Mr. Mike Johnson.
The one and only. He freaking's gonna send it right now. He has to. He has to.
I thank the gentleman from Missouri. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No, don't do that. No.
You know, Ronald Reagan said one time that no speech should be longer than 20 minutes, and unlike the Democrat leader, I'm going to honor my colleague's time and be a little more brief than that, all right?
Bring it, bring it.
I just want to say something that many of us learned when we were children. We were taught, you know, it takes a lot longer to build a lie than to tell the simple truth. My friends and colleagues on both sides of the aisle, we've waited long enough. Some of us have literally been up for days now. But this day is a hugely important one in the history of our nation. We have a big job to finish, and that's why we're here on the week of July 4th, just a day before now, America's birthday. It was on that fateful day, as a Democrat leader acknowledged, that our founders pledged their lives and their sacred honor to this grand experiment in self-governance that we are now here to steward. It's an experiment that falls to us to guard and to protect it. We take that very seriously on this side of the aisle. In just a few moments, we will remind the world why the American experiment still endures today and why its best days are still ahead of us.
America.
Mr. Speaker, with one big, beautiful bill, we are going to make this country stronger, safer, and more prosperous than ever before. And every American is going to benefit from that. Today, we are laying a key cornerstone of America's new golden age. Now listen,
nice.
We have a few words of gratitude first. Scripture's been cited a lot this morning, I think mostly out of context, but what I will say, one thing that we know about Scripture is that we're supposed to give honor where honor is due, and that's what we do on this side of the aisle. I want to thank every single member of the House Republican Conference for pouring their time and their heart and their expertise and experience into this process. I want to thank all of our amazing staff members, all of them. Yes. Their dedication, their endless hours, their hard work made this all possible. I want to thank the White House Office of Legislative Affairs, who have basically lived with us now for the last few weeks. Their patience and persistence and their professionalism is greatly appreciated. Our country's incredible cabinet secretaries have been involved as well. They've assisted us in countless ways throughout this process. Our Vice President, J.D. Vance, helped us navigate so many dire straits along the last several weeks through the House and the Senate. And of course, our bold, visionary, fearless President, Donald J. Trump.
Oh boy. I got him. Right there, baby.
President Trump is the creator and the champion of the America First agenda. We will deliver upon that today. We come a long way. We come a long way. We began this process really about 15 months ago. We had a sense, and we believed that we would have unified government. We would have this moment where the Republican Party would be given control of the White House and the Senate and the House. And we determined to ourselves that we would not waste that historic opportunity. We've had spirited debates, we've had months of deliberation, and now we are finally ready to fulfill our promise to the American people. That's what we are doing today. Now, look, before I respond to the allegations from across the chamber, I just want to take us back to a day that most of us will remember so very fondly for the rest of our lives, and that's November 5th of 2024. That was Election Day, a fateful one for America.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was there? Oof. Big one. Big one.
The reason that
Fat
was so
one for us.
important, the reason it was such a turn in history is because the American people spoke with unmistakable clarity. We sensed it as we were all out campaigning. We saw that there would be a demographic shift in America, and that is exactly what the election yielded. We, in our party, had a record number of Black and African American voters come to the Republican Party. We had a record number of Hispanic and Latino voters come to the Republican Party, a record number of Jewish voters and union workers and suburban women and urban voters. They came out in record numbers to join the Republican Party and the America First agenda with President Trump. That election was decisive. It was a bellwether. It was a time for choosing. And I tell you what, the American people chose overwhelmingly. They chose the Republican Party. And the reason they did that, they didn't come hesitantly. They came with hopeful anticipation. You know why? Because this is not your father's Democratic Party, okay? They went so far, full speed, to the far left. And their radical, woke, progressive agenda, that nonsense that they tried to push on the people, was rejected by the people. Yeah. These new voters came to us. They had enough of the Biden-Harris madness and all the things they were trying to hoist upon the American people that they just don't believe in their hearts. And they were hopeful. They came to us with hope. They wanted us to restore common sense and accountability, and we promised to them that we would do just that. Those new demographics came to the Republican Party because of open borders wreaking havoc on their communities. They came because of weakness at home that fueled instability abroad, and because trillions in reckless spending put the price of gas and groceries further out of the reach for hardworking Americans. It wasn't right. President Trump and our Republican majority in Congress are fixing all of that right now. President Trump said this week, we're the hottest country in the world again. My friends, that is an objective truth. Hey, listen, how about all the wins for the president and this party? Here's just a sample from the last 2 weeks. The headline today will be, the one big beautiful bill passes the Congress, okay? You got to hold your applause. There's too many wins. Are you tired of winning yet? No! Fourth jobs report in a row exceeds expectations. A sample of the headlines. Lowest monthly border encounters in U.S. history. We closed the border. Last couple of days, a new trade deal with Vietnam and all the countries of the world, around the world lining up for that. UPenn agrees to ban biological men from women's sports. And they ought to give a personal apology to every female athlete impacted by that nonsense. Gas prices are at a 4-year low, my friends. The Air Force and Space Force both hit their 2025 recruiting goals 3 months early. Israel is agreeing to a 60-day ceasefire with Hamas. Successful strike on Iranian nuclear sites handles that problem. That's exactly right. Strength is back. America's back. It's resulted now in a ceasefire deal between Iran and Israel. The NATO countries are increasing their defense spending, not just 2%, 5% of GDP, okay? The president got in charge and got a Rwanda-Congo peace deal. The Supreme Court ended nationwide injunctions. How about that? That conservative majority on the Supreme Court also allows third country deportations. We've had a record high stock market, and we're signing a China trade deal. That's just the last 2 weeks. It's the last 2 weeks. So many simple truths to share and so little time to do it, because I want everybody to have a break here. But I just want to say this. It's really nice to hear my Democrat colleagues suddenly take an interest in working Americans again. Did you pick up on that theme today? Let's be clear. Working Americans stopped trusting Democrats a long time ago. That is a fact. They're looking to this side of the chamber. They're looking to the Republican Party and our principles to deliver the relief and the reform that they have long demanded and they most certainly deserve. This big, beautiful bill fulfills all the promises of the America First agenda. It is the people's bill. It is made for and shaped by the most diverse coalition of American voters in American history. Today, we are making the dream of a government that puts the American people first a reality, a reality. I would need this entire notebook to tell you all the great things in the big, beautiful bill. It is aptly named, but I'll just tell you a couple of the highlights. Record tax cuts for hardworking Americans. Historic savings at the same time to end reckless spending. We got energy dominance coming back to power our future. We have a secure border to protect American families. We have a strong military to restore peace through strength. And we have a government that is now accountable and responsive to the people once again. That's what we're delivering. For everyday Americans, this means real, positive change that they can feel, and they will feel much more when this
guy
bill
is
is
super
done.
bullish
Families
on
back
crypto.
home will have real relief, an average of
what?
$10,000 in their pockets, thanks to the largest working and middle-class tax cut in the history of this great nation. That's what we're doing today.
Helmer? Tom what? Tom what? This guy. What's his name, fam?
You got hardworking Americans like our waiters and our bellhops and our hairstylists. They're going to keep 100% of their tips and overtime pay. That is money they earned. It does not belong to the government. It belongs to them, and they deserve to keep it. Small businesses that want to build and expand new factories, you know what they can do now? They can write off 100% of their investment.
Thank you.
That will have us a lot more building. Young families who want to buy
This
a
guy.
home will be able to, thanks to
Thank you.
historic savings that will put our country on a stronger financial footing.
This guy.
Pregnant women, children, seniors, single mothers, the
big
disabled,
one,
and the
the
low-income
big one for
Americans
crypto.
among us receiving Medicaid and SNAP will have the peace of mind of
Thank
knowing
you.
that we've made these safety nets stronger with our reforms. See, when Republicans are in charge, we bring common sense. We're going to make sure that Americans who do need and deserve those critical programs won't have to compete against people who can work but choose not to do so. That's not right. This bill is going to put fairness back in the system. We are returning to common sense. We're returning to what is good and decent that people know in their hearts, and that's why they support it. More Americans will be working, volunteering, and serving their communities because modest, common sense work requirements will restore dignity and purpose to those on taxpayer-funded benefits. The bill will also mean that safer streets are available in every zip code around the country, because our border will remain fully and totally secure. The Republican Party stands for law and order, and this is the side that stands with law enforcement, the brave men and women who are on the front line. The idea that those who put their own lives on the line to protect us would be assaulted for doing their jobs is unconscionable. Law enforcement, I know you agree. I know, amen. Law enforcement will have the help of a border wall now that's 100% complete. Our immigration enforcement officers will get a boost from more manpower and resources and detention space so that detained illegal aliens are not released back into the streets like they were for the last 4 years. And our homeland can rest soundly again under the protection of President Trump's Golden Dome. That's what we're investing in. Look, any of these individual achievements would be historic victories for a Republican Congress or any Congress. And today we're delivering on all of them in one big, beautiful bill. That's what Americans can count on when we pass this legislation, and that's exactly what Democrats will vote to oppose today. That's a fact. We didn't write this bill for the Democratic Party or the elites or the media. This bill is for hard-working Americans, and they deserve it. I'm gonna just say this as plainly as I can. This is a simple truth. If you're for a secure border, safer communities, and a strong military, this bill is for you. If you're for common sense fiscal responsibility and reducing the deficit, this bill is for you. If you're for fair and lower taxes, bigger paychecks, affordable gas and groceries, and restoring dignity to hard work, this is the bill for you. It makes no difference whether our colleagues on the, across the chamber speak for 25 minutes or 25 hours. They can't change the truth. And today was about performance for some of them. But today for us is about results. Results that improve the lives of Americans, regardless of their race, religion, color, or creed. It does not matter. I tell you what, Ronald Reagan used to remind us you can always trust the American people, and we do trust the American people, and they can discern the difference. What they saw on display here today is that Democrats deliver performances and Republicans deliver results. Today, my friends, we are ready now. We are going to deliver what we were sent here to do, and every American will benefit from it. In 1793, just steps from where we stand today, President George Washington laid the first cornerstone of the United States Capitol. Over 50 years later, on July 4th again, members of this body gathered once again to lay a second cornerstone. Once more on July 4th, at the height of the Cold War, Congress laid a third cornerstone. And this week, with this vote today, on our nation's birthday being tomorrow, we lay a fourth. With this bill, we can vote as stewards of that great legacy that we have inherited in this extraordinary nation that we are blessed to live in. We can lay another sturdy foundation for the future of this country, a future where working Americans can feel relief, where government can finally start living within its means again, and where the United States is safer, stronger, and more prosperous than ever before. That's right. Now, I'm going to say this as they mock America and mock everything and mock the bill. We'll see how the people feel about that.
Yeah.
So listen, seriously, as friends and colleagues, really, across the aisle, what we celebrate tomorrow is the nation's birthday. Let's put the politics aside for a minute, and let's reflect on our blessings. No kidding, really. Tomorrow is the 249th birthday of our nation, and that's right.
USA! 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 USA!
I mean this sincerely. I thank my colleagues for standing. We all should be united in that. We are. We have squabbles, we have partisan debates and all of this, but at the end of the day, we're all Americans, man. And we gotta believe that. We gotta know it. We gotta recognize that we live in the greatest nation in the history of the world. It's not even close. My friends and colleagues, we are so blessed. We should not take it for granted. We live in the most free, the most successful, the most powerful, the most benevolent nation that has ever been on the face of the earth. And there's a reason for that. The reason that we are the greatest nation is because we were built on the ultimate foundation. And the bold declaration that my friend Hakeem Jeffries articulated earlier is true. We unite under that. The bold declaration that we do hold these truths to be self-evident. What is a self-evident truth? It's something that's obvious. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. It does not say born equal, it says created equal. And that it is our Creator, yes. It is our Creator that gives us our rights. See, the powerful thing about that is we're the first nation in the history of the world that acknowledged that our rights do not derive from government. They come from God Himself. You see those words up there, that motto, it says, "In God we trust," right above the speaker's rostrum. You know, a previous Congress put that there in the early 60s in the height of the Cold War. There's a little visitor's guide that people get when you do tours late at night. You've probably seen your constituents and visitors and friends get the guide. If you turn, I think it's about to page 21. It explains why that's there. And it says, Congress voted to put that there as a rebuke to the Soviets' worldview at the height of the Cold War. Why? Because communism, socialism, find their root in Marxism. And Marxism begins with the belief that there is no God. It's wrong. And this Congress made a stand those many years ago, and we should do it again. We're different, we're distinct, we're exceptional, because we acknowledge that right there, our motto. It doesn't say in government we trust. It says in God we trust. And we better remember that. He has blessed us with His grand experiment in self-governance now for almost 2.5 centuries. And by God's grace, we are working hard and we are delivering on our promise to make America great again. This is without a doubt the most important vote of this Congress, and I think this may be the most important vote that any of us take in our entire lifetimes. And everybody better remember it, however you vote today. My friends, the President of the United States is waiting with his pen. The American people are waiting for this relief.
That's it.
We've heard enough talk. It's time for action. Let's
It's
finish
coming.
the job for him. Vote yes on the bill.
That's it. Ay, ay, ay. Everybody, how's it going?
With that, I yield back.
Drop a like, fam. Wow, wow, wow. That's not my volume. That's theirs.
The gentleman yields, and all time for debate has
All right.
expired.
There you go. Here it comes. Let's see.
Pursuant to House Resolution 566, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the motion by the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Arrington. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion is agreed to. For what purpose does the gentleman from Massachusetts seek recognition? Vote is requested. Those favoring a recorded vote will rise. A sufficient number having risen, a recorded vote is ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This will be a 15-minute vote.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me listen to the news. I mean, I think this might be the one. Tell me, guys, if it, because I am. Yeah, might be the boat. Another 8 hours, I know, right? Is this a boat to boat? Send it. I'm watching Foxway. Yeah, yeah, I think this is the one. This is the one. Yep. I think this is the one. Has to be the one. Has to be the one. So I think this is the one. Well, now the question is, are they actually gonna go, like, is it gonna go fast? Is it gonna go much faster than the previous one that took like 9 hours? It was insane, man. Can you explain a little how this affects crypto? Of course, if you remember back in the pandemic, right? Interest rates dropped to nearly zero, and they printed trillions and trillions to keep the economy afloat and going, right? Well, here, rates are 4.5 or so, but here it comes trillions and trillions more over the next 5 to 10 years. So if this passes, it's just going to be more money in the economy. Deficit will go high, but it will be, I think, a good one for America, for the U.S. And since America and the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world, I think it's going to be good for crypto, right? And if it's good for crypto, it's good for Bitcoin, it's good for baskets, it's good for ETFs, and ultimately it's good for XRP, right? Even though there's no XRP name on any of the thousands of pages on this bill, you know the money's going to go there. Yep. Could you imagine, guys, one day that, you know, having a bill like this and with crypto names on it? I see it, but we have to wait a little longer for that. They went, mute right now. There's no audio on their end, and it's just as far as waiting for the next 80. Well, in this case, it's 70. Fox has 80, so they're voting fast. And I think the time, because they waited 7 hours, 9 hours, like they waited so much, and this has to get approved. So it's beautifully packaged and sent to the president, and that's it. So a bunch of them, so obviously getting those nays. There's only one Republican nay. If you remember, if you recall, there was like 5 nays Republicans like yesterday's, right? So there's only one right now, so there's a big chance 21 Democrats left to vote, and it's going to get closer to zero soon. No more 5-minute votes. I know, right? Hopefully it's going to be quickly. What's up, Tony in the house? Happy to have you and welcome, welcome. Very happy to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, right now everybody's there having a chat, talking, and they already know, right? They already know what's coming. They already know what's coming. But the big, beautiful bill might pass and Trump is going to be excited. Let's see if he posted something new. Not yet, but he will. He will. It's coming. We listen a little bit here to Fox. Yeah, now. So Fox says now House votes on big, beautiful bill. So yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Genius Act to come with ETF Ripple to a bank, Swift using Ripple rails, XRP being bought up. 100%, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, you know, all the time with my video earlier today. You need more XRP. It's no longer working. I don't know what people need to hear from me or from anybody else to hurry up and get some XRP before it actually explodes and break out. It's going to break out much higher, guys. No, I mean, not many of these guys that are creating laws, right, have a clue what XRP is. Now imagine the whole United States. Just millions, a few millions of people, guys, know what crypto is, what XRP is. Once they get to know that and once they see Ripple Bank, it's over. It's absolutely over. And you're going to be late to the party. But a lot of the people listening to me right now, you guys are going to do very well, I think so. You guys are going to do really well. My man Levi in the house too. Live stream house GOP set to pass President Trump's one big beautiful bill right now. It's going in. So yeah. 45, 15 to 30. Yep. So everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Welcome to all the new members and subscribers. Really happy to have you here, guys. This one seems to go much faster, which is really, really good. I mean, they waited 7-8 hours already. Come on, it's like, just get it done. You can already tell that there's not many Republicans that are saying nay. Last time was 5, now it's just 1. There's still 29 and, I mean, 28 now, you see. So, good, good, good. Those are really good news. It's going to pass. So much fun, honestly, here. And I always appreciate having my community here loyal to us and loyal to the channel. And, well, we're always trying to bring you content, entertainment purposes only, as you know, guys. The time is now. And I see my numbers, actually, on BTCC. You guys are trading, you guys are buying, you guys are making some money, and I'm very happy for you guys. If you don't know, well, you can join me. First link down below or the first link on the top of the chat. Create an account. You don't have to KYC. You don't have to put all your info as long as email and password, and that's it. Deposit some money, get bonuses up to 10,000, guys, and, well, lower fees. Trade now. The time is, I mean, I repeat it over and over again, and I don't get tired of it, right? I really don't want to buy XRP above $4 or $5, although I might end up doing it, but I don't really want to because we have 6 months at $2, and we had a year and a half at 50 cents. 2 years under 2 and at 2. 2 years. Don't you see all the greatness that is coming in? Ripple Bank, like 20 spot XRP ETFs. The Ripple versus the SEC case will be dropped. Jerome Powell will be cutting soon. The big, beautiful bill is going to pass. The altcoin season is coming, and the ultimate mega super bull market is ahead. What else am I supposed to say? What else? I got nothing else for you, bro. Absolutely nothing. Just makes total sense. So happy to have you here, guys. Welcome. I'm broke. I spent all my money on XRP. It's true, brother. It's true. 24 left to vote. Obviously, all Democrats voting nay. And Republicans. We get more Republican J, and we're in. We're into this. It's coming in, guys. It's coming in. We're not broke if we hold XRP. Will this bounce, Oscar, if passes? I don't think it's going to have an immediate reaction to XRP, but it will to stocks. And that could trigger to Bitcoin. Like, look at Bitcoin. It went to 110 today. Look at this. It went to 110 and it came down. There's a bunch of people trading. There's a bunch of people trading right now. There's like maniacs. So we'll just keep an eye on it, right? We'll just keep an eye on it. That's it. What's up, my cheaper Brandon in the house? Welcome. Oh boy, more Republicans. Yeah, you see that? You see that? 2-8 to 10. Oh, 2-8 to 10, bro. They just got two. They just got two. If it passes to 13, it's approved. It passed. Which it's probably gonna do it. You see? It's quick. It's quick. It's flying now. It's flying now. Let us know in the comments right now, guys. Drop a like. Over 2,000 people here. Very happy to have you. Yeah, 160,000 people watching there. I know, right? So crazy. 5 more. Pump it up 100%. You need a green drink. I know, right? And today we got the red one. It's all right. South Africa is watching. What's up, guys? Very happy to see you. Welcome. Really happy to have you here with us today. Let's see Donald J. Trump, what he has for us. Oh, where is he at? Where is our Trump at right now? There's Sack. Speaker Mike Johnson. Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. There it is. Oh, boy. Oh, this is going to pass so easy, bro. So easy, bro. I tell you, yeah. Yeah, everybody is already doing what they're supposed to. Yeah, this is going to pass. Fast and furious. Fast and furious right now. Very easy. Big, beautiful bill. $3+ trillion added to the deficit. Get ready. Elon Musk is not going to be happy. Guys, I think some of us, we do like Elon, right? But kind of like, I mean, he knew Trump wanted to pass the big, beautiful bill. I don't know why he's like, I mean, you're so smart. You should have known. Maybe he thought that with his influence, he was going to do something, but guess what? Nope. You're going against Trump. You're not going to win. I mean, Elon knew, right? I mean, come on, man. We like Elon, but he knew. It's like, come on. There it is. Hi. Oh, two nays. Two nays. Don't leave it like that. Wait. Oh, wait. They're waiting for the last minute. They're like, they're waiting. They're waiting. Look at them clapping. Look at them clapping. There it is. Passed. It's official. Right? 216, 213. With just 3 votes. One more yay, and that's it. It's over. That's it. Even if the others say nay, that's it. It's over. Well, I think it's basically over, but now it's just missing. Okay. 2. Those two. Those two. Those two. If you guys do nays, oh, you're not gonna be happy. Okay. Those two. Yeah, but there's 2. There's 2 pending. There's 2 pending. What's up, fam? Welcome. So, I'm not the expert, okay? FYI, we're just having fun watching this and going through everything. We know a little bit, but there's 2 pending. All Democrats voted no. 2 Republicans voted nay. There's only 2 votes pending. If they go nay, it's going to be a tie. If one says yay, that's it. Market reacting. Take a look at the stocks. We have a NASDAQ 1%, S&P. So far, so good. That's him speaking for a minute or something. Well, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's good. Market is closed. Too much suspense, I know, right? Not voting. The syndicate member was either absent during the stay, present. There you go. Pass. I know, I mean, it sounds like it's not voting, but they're reducing the amount. There it is, 217. Breaking news. Breaking news. Everybody. You see. I mean, I know it looks like not voting, but it's reducing the amount, which indicates that people are changing from not voting to a position, right? So that's it. Guys, the one big, beautiful bill has passed the House. The one big, beautiful bill has passed the House. Wow. There it is. Let me hear this on X. I mean, on no vote. Yeah, it's no vote. So from no vote, they changed to yes or nay. Okay, got it. Learn something. So it can remain as no vote or change that. Got it. I'm not in the house. Celebration time, man. Let's go. Brother, 20 beautiful and powerful memberships. Let's go, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Welcome, guys. Let's hear it. The one big beautiful bill has passed right now, man. That's crazy, bro. Come on, Trump. Dude. Where's our Trump? Where's our Trump? There it is. U.S. House passes President Trump's one big beautiful bill. Breaking, guys. It passed, and we got it live here. Oscar Ramos Live. We got it live for you, everybody. Welcome to all the 2,800 people watching us. He did it, man. He survived an assassination attempt, came back, dropping lead, won the election, destroyed nuclear facilities with 7+ B-12 B-2 bombers, billions and billions of American power technology dominance, and now passed the biggest bill in modern history. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely. This is just historic. Historic, honestly. It's crazy, man. Elash in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Amp Knight, are you here, brother? Let me see you. Amp. Are you here, brother? This is insane, fam. Planets, what's up, brother? Woo! Crazy stuff. Welcome to all the new members. Waiting a little bit. Done deal. Pretty crazy stuff. App Night, DM me on X, please. DM me on X. Let me know that's you, please. DM me on X, and I'm gonna give you a free Discord membership, bro. You need to be in my private group immediately, bro. Thank you so much for the kind donation. Thank you so much for giving us a lot of people. There it is, 218, 212. That's it, guys. It's over. It's over. You gotta be with me, so
Members
DM me
voted.
on X. There it is.
Or wish to change a vote. No. On this
Wow.
vote, the yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
That's it. It passed.
Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
House passes Trump's big, beautiful bill. That's it.
Ready?
That's
The
it.
chair lays before the House a communication.
The Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, sir. Pursuant to the permission granted in Clause 2H of Rule 2 of the Rules of the U.S. House of Representatives, the clerk received the following message from the Secretary of the Senate on June 27, 2025 at 3:36 p.m. that the Senate passed Senate 98, Senate 257, that the Senate agreed to relative to the death of Frederick W. Smith, Senate Resolution 308, Appointments, Board of Visitors of the U.S. Military Academy. Signed sincerely, Kevin F. McCumber, Clerk.
Do what I have to do?
I think that's something else.
To Clause 13 of Rule 1, the House stands adjourned until 10 a.m. on Monday, July 7, 2025.
And that's a wrap. Live for almost 2 hours, everybody. I was watching when this Jeffries, was speaking. I'm like, I think he's going to end. I got to go live. I did. We watched the end. We watched the entire Johnson speech. We watched the entire vote. We did it for you, everybody. Boom. We're feeling powerful today. Guys. That's so good. Closing the poll right now, guys. The BBB will pass the House, and yes is the right answer. How cool! Guys. Well, XRP and crypto right now not responding at the minute of the breaking news, but give it some time. He needs to sign. He's getting ready. Charles, thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot. And welcome. Thank you. Ah, that's so good, bro. This guy survived the bullet. This guy survived 30 plus convictions, right? This guy survived hoaxes and all of that. I mean, honestly, I'm so happy for Trump. I'm so happy for him. I know he's not perfect, and I know there's people asking me here, Oscar, you're a Mexican. Where are you supporting? Oh, baby. That's for another conversation, But it's good. It's good, guys. Look at the macro. It's good. Very happy, Very happy. It's really nice. It's bullish for XRP indeed, bro. Indeed. Just the fact that we have a president that is allowing the SEC to welcome crypto and blockchain and frameworks. But you want to stay with Biden under Gary Gensler and Jerome Powell. That administration would have killed us, would have delayed a bull market. Completely delay a bull market. I think we're seeing an amazing foundation for what's going to be the biggest, sexiest, bull market in history. Wow. Oh, wait. Are those Dems or Republicans? Let me show you this. Johnson's, oh, okay, Republicans. He's just going to speak like to the media, basically. Got it. Woo! How cool that is, man. How cool, honestly. Interesting times, my friends. Interesting times, honestly. We always have fun, and that's the idea here with us. We always have fun. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it a lot. And thank you, Amp Knight. Please DM me on X. Hope you already did. If not, DM me on X, Amp. I'm gonna get you in my Discord server for free. Always want great people that go above and beyond, the Call of Duty of supporting us, and I always appreciate that. Really. So, guys, you need more XRP. You need more crypto. You need to push in and go in, right? Because having the right leadership in the White House, at the SEC, and at the Fed, at the CFTC, at Ripple, and at different crypto companies, it pays off really well. Tony in the house. Thank you, brother, and welcome. Donald J. Trump is going to be signing that tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be historic, and I'll be live. Tomorrow, you and I, we have a date, okay? Not a romantic date. Not a romantic one. But we got a date here together. We're going to be watching that live. It's going to be the biggest Donald J. Trump signed. Biggest day in history for him. The biggest. There's no other one that what's going to happen tomorrow. There's no other one. It's going to be the biggest for Donald J. Trump. You got to be there tomorrow. We'll be here. Wow. It's all happening so fast, right? Once again, fam, join me on BTCC. Links down there. Join me now. Sign up, start trading, start buying, start depositing, guys. Kenny the house. Ripple soon will have its master Fed license. Kenny, it's exactly what I'm buying. That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going in. Pablo in the house. What's up, buddy? Let's go 100%, bro. Think I'm sleeping on my laurels right now? No, bro. Gotta go in. We got about 1,000 on BTCC right now. Let me see. Let me open BTCC just for a moment. We got about 1,000 right now. Guess what I'm going to do with it? Guess. I'm going to buy more crypto. The time is now. Period, guys. It's the way it is. Happy Independence Day. What's up, Husky? Good to see you, buddy, and welcome. Tomorrow for sure. Oh, we'll be there. Yes. The SEC meeting is at 2 p.m. I don't know about any SEC meeting. Is there an SEC meeting? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Don't have an idea. But I'm not sure he's gonna say anything new, honestly. Let's go to the breaking stories right now. Yeah, Tom Lee passes President Trump's one big beautiful bill. I think everybody's really, really happy. That is what happened
Motion
here.
is adopted. Yeas are 2. On this vote, the yeas are 218, the nays are 214. The motion is adopted.
USA. Stop, toast it. Good to have everybody. Welcome. Historic. Really, really big. The big, beautiful bill trending. House Republicans trending. The House trending. Everything's trending for sure. Yeah. That is what you needed to know, right? 100%.
Members voted.
Woo! Guys, if you have an X account, follow me on X right now so you know the latest stories. There's my X account right there in the chat. Definitely, we always want to keep you updated and in the know so everybody's happy and, enjoying our time together. Thank you, JB. Yeah, there's some more links down there. So, FYI, I'm doing a giveaway to all my Discord members. So if you're on Discord, to all my patrons, right, and people who actually pay for the Discord. So I'm doing a giveaway. We'll be giving some free money. That might be on XRP, who knows? But I just always like to give back, and it's obviously more than $50 or so. So just in appreciation, for those who help us make our experience better and this journey, just want to remember. So that's why we do crypto, guys. We're going to do well. XRP is going to do well. And it took a while, but finally passed the Senate, finally passed the House. Tomorrow, Donald J. Trump. I'm waiting for a post. I'm waiting. It's going to come once I end. I already know that, but classic. But yeah, man, this is just insane. There it is. He is so happy right now. So happy right now. There's a roll call today. Right now it's 1:43, so it's going to be almost 2:43. So he's going to be at a picnic 5 p.m. So that's going to be 4 p.m. my time. He has July celebration at 9. That's 8 p.m. my time. So he's going to be traveling, right? So tomorrow is going to be a jam-packed schedule for the president. Jam-packed tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. Gianna, Florentine, what's up? Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate that a lot, Janine. Jaina, I don't know how to pronounce it. Jaina, right? Yeah, I think so. Thank you so much for the support and for being here. And yeah, I mean, that's my job, always entertainment purposes only. It's just a long time that we spent together, guys, going through so many different things, news and updates and this and that. Right now, Republicans are speaking. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see, maybe if I can find that. Let's what do I do? Okay, here. Let's do this. That's Fox. Fox, are you? Yes. Yes. Found it.
And for all the fear-mongering that goes out there from the Democrats, we actually secured Medicaid for those who need it most. Vulnerable Americans, pregnant women, and the disabled. Compared to the Democrats, who would rather give Medicaid to illegal aliens and MS-13 members. Democrats are fear-mongering because they have no vision, no plan, and no leader. But guess what? We have a leader. And our leader is President Donald Trump. And lastly, let's not forget that actual fiscal sanity is being restored. Because of our work, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act is headed to the president's desk for signature. And today marks the end of the waste, the fraud, and the abuse of American taxpayers' dollars. It marks the end of higher gas prices, the end of higher energy costs and higher grocery bills. And because of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, Joe Biden's border crisis is over. Listen, I applaud my colleagues who worked tirelessly. I don't think the speaker and the whip and the leader have slept in days. But they've worked tirelessly to ensure that we actually delivered on our promises. And I thank President Trump for his leadership in getting this bill across the finish line. Without his leadership, none of this would have been possible. His vision, none of this would have been possible. But today, we passed actual transformational legislation that will impact every
Thank you,
family.
planets.
Tomorrow, we celebrate our nation's independence.
Tomorrow's gonna
We
be
set
so
out to
big,
spread
bro.
the message
Oof.
of this historic
There it is.
But today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to celebrate. President Trump and the American people's agenda has been delivered. And the man who probably had one of the most difficult jobs was Mr. Emmer, who actually had to whip and count all the votes and get everybody into line.
Mr. Emmer,
without
Tom
further
Emmer.
ado,
Huh,
our
look at
whip,
that.
Tom Emmer.
Tom Emmer, he's bullish crypto. The bullish guy in crypto, FYI.
You know, Mr. Speaker, they always complain about such a small majority, but for us old hockey players, it's just fewer numbers to count.
Audio's
It
not
works out
good.
much better. On November 5th, Americans elected a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican President with a mandate.
He's too
a
tall.
mandate for change. A mandate to undo the failed policies of the last 4 years and to deliver on President Donald J. Trump's America First agenda. Today, we're all proud to report that by passing our one big, beautiful bill and sending it to President Trump's desk to be signed into law, we are fulfilling that mandate.
Thanks, Blocks.
This is a
Appreciate it.
once-in-a-generation piece of legislation that secures our border, unleashes American energy, allows families to keep more of their hard-earned taxpayer dollars in their pockets, cuts waste, fraud, and abuse in government programs like SNAP and Medicaid, modernizes our air traffic control system, strengthens our national defense, and so much more, all while implementing the largest cut in mandatory spending in our history. To put it simply, this bill is President Trump's Make America Great Again agenda being codified into law. From Minnesota to Texas and Maine to California, there are wins in this legislation for every single American. And I couldn't be more proud to be part of the Republican team that got this thing across the finish line. I want to say thank you to our Speaker, Mike Johnson. We should also thank our leader, Steve Scalise. And while she won't tell you what she's doing, we got to give a big thank you to our conference chair, Lisa McClain. I want to thank the chairman of all our committees that worked on the reconciliation instructions for doing all the hard work behind the scenes of putting this bill together. And most importantly, and people who know me know that it's about the team, I want to thank the members of our House Republican Conference for uniting as a team and getting this thing done.
JD, promises made, promises kept. Insane.
As we've said a million times before,
Wow.
do not underestimate the Republican majority in the House,
Carolyn
the
Levitt.
mighty majority in the House. This legislative process may not always look
Victory, she
pretty,
says.
and there will always be many tough fights. But one thing is certain. We will always deliver on our promises to the American people. And with that, I turn it over to our great leader, Mr. Scalise.
Well, thank you, Whip, and what a beautiful day here in America. It is the golden age of America again. America's coming back. And I tell you, a lot of people wrote this bill off for dead. Nobody said it would be easy. But you know what? We didn't come here to do easy things. We came here to do big things. We came here to make history. We came here to deliver on the promises we made to the American people to fight for them and to take power out of Washington and give it back to those families who have been struggling for way too long. Now, we had a little bit of debate on the floor today. You got to see a difference between the two parties in Washington, maybe more crystallized.
My fam, everybody, to all my donors, my members, my subscribers, viewers, and friends. Well, 2025 was tough. It was really, really tough at the very beginning. After he won, it was tough. Like January was like, yay, but inauguration day happened. Trump coin, nasty. Melania, nasty. Rock pulls, bad. Crashes. Tariffs. It was tough. That was Trump cleaning, literally sweeping away all the nastiness and the garbage. But we went through so much pain and punches. 6 months of nothing, holding at two. Finally, this what's gonna pass tomorrow and be signed tomorrow. I think it's gonna completely, switch and turn everything upside down for the better as far as the USA. Really good news for those who've been waiting for this and voted for this, of course. So kudos to you. And well, fam, I'm out. 2 hours live. 2 hours live. I mean, that's incredible. So happy and blessed, guys, that you stayed with us. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and relax my eyes because I've been seeing the screen for a while. But love you, fam. Thank you for your amazing, support. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notification bells. Thank you to Amp Knight, Gianna. Thank you for the support. Ghost, Chipper, JB, TJ, the rest of my mods. And if you want to continue the conversation, we have all the links down there. You can always join us. And I need to get some energy for tomorrow because tomorrow I might just stay 2-3 hours live. So I need some energy. I think you can understand. So yes, it passed. It officially passed now. So yeah. Get ready. Fireworks, barbecue, family. What else? Fun. Should be fun. God bless you all. Please be safe. Take care. XRP fam. We want to be that 1%. Let's make it happen today. Peace. Let's go.